All right, let's go. So anyway, my name is Bill Feggins. I'm the CEO of Retire EDU Connect. We basically specialize in retirement planning, like 403(b)s, 457(b)s, IULs, debt elimination or debt elimination life insurance strategies, along with final expense, along with another LLC that I own. We do a lot of final expense, Medicare Advantage, and other supplemental benefits on the Divine Insurance side. So we're going to go over a great product today that's going to launch sometime in August, possibly the second week. First and second week be a national rollout. We'll probably get a little bit ahead of it. Right now, the internal agents at Transamerica are actually selling this product right now. So we're going to go over, this is the consumer brochure, which is great. So we're going to go through this. This is the Transamerica Final Expense Express. Okay, this is a product that it's going to be instant underwriting, point of sale. So you guys will actually be able to sell this and get a decision in 10 minutes. And when you guys see the underwriting criteria, how it pays, you're going to be very impressed. It's going to be the number one final expense product, hands down, in the market since we've been selling it. Everyone's going to be selling this product because of the underwriting, the ease of doing business, the pay comp, the comp, and everything else with this. So let's go through it. So this is a brochure that a client would get. You can order these in the back office. I'll show you where to go. So Althea, you see this right here. So this is kind of like, you can order these for free, 50 at a time from Trans. And it's going to talk about the doing business in 10 minutes, okay? Writing everything out on their e-app, their iGo, filling out the information and getting the decision. And also you can select the coverage from that point, the price and the coverage from that point up to 50K up until the age of 75. So this is insane. Up to 50,000 up to age 75. It's insane. So let's go through a little bit that a client would get. Is letting you know a little bit about that. It's going to be about 10 minutes, and you could have level premium or I would say guarantee, which is just great, a graded product as well. So let's see, yeah, 50K is insane. We're going to go through that. Also, there's a free funeral planning benefit, funeral concierge service called Everest that's going to be attached to this at no cost to every single policy that you write. And that's awesome because that's helping your clients out with wills, living wills, living wills, and power of attorneys. Okay, at no cost for your clients. They can do it on the ease of their phone. Once they get a confirmation code that they got the application, they can sign in. You can sign in maybe for your client. You can help them. There's a cloud service in there as well. I'm going to go over that, and you guys will see that this is insane, the level of coverage that they're going to give you. So, just giving some statistics here about the general cost, of expenses when it's to a funeral. Again, I always say pre-need is, to pay the funeral. Life insurance is for legacy. So typically I will ask the client, what type of service they want if they were to transition, either cremation or a traditional funeral. And I typically will call the funeral home and get prices, at today's rates. And that kind of like gives me an estimate of what type of coverage, that they're looking for, unless they are looking for legacy. If they're looking for a solution to pay off their funeral costs, I would typically probably do a pre-need or a hybrid pre-need with another company that we use just to pay that cost. It could be just a basic cremation. It could be a traditional cremation where they see the body and then they can cremate just about $5,000, $5,500 on average, depending on where you at, up to about $7,500. We're big in a pre-need space. But if it's just for, a traditional funeral, or it's based on cost, or it's based on affordability, then I pretty much would give them this Transamerica, maybe just make it one whole package. But that's how I would sell this, or I would do it. So I would probably get two cells, maybe pre-need and also a Transamerica, or maybe just be a Transamerica overall. Okay, just depending if they're going to get a high amount. So let's go down because we don't have to get too much into that. We do a lot of training. Here's the features and benefits about this new product, okay? So typically the immediate solutions is 0 to 85. So don't worry about Althea and Ms. Hunt. You actually can still do that product too, but this product is for 18 to 85, okay? The age is the last birthday, of course, and the minimum is 5,000 up to 50,000. If you look right here, you see the age is 18 to 75, 50K.
Bill, is this going to be added to the rate tool to do a quote for it, or do you have to
Yes.
go?
And
Okay.
actually the product from 61 or 62 to think it's either, don't quote me wrong, either 75 or 85, the prices will be lower than what you currently see for Transamerica's prices now, which is incredible because the prices, when I show you, they're incredible. So it's going to blow you away. So imagine getting a cheaper price than what we're already getting right now, Althea.
That's really good.
So if you could look right here, if you look at the premium modes and payment options, you see that it's only paid with a credit card, debit card, or direct express Social Security payments. They're adding the ACH feature. That's why we're waiting right now for the broker side, because you need that. We don't want to just sell with credit card and debit cards, or even Social Security, direct deposit. That's great for Social Security. Direct deposit is probably the best angle to go for persistency. Get their money first, but we gotta wait for ACH so they can do checking and savings accounts. Okay, so that's why we're waiting until August so they can add that feature. But right now, the captive sides are selling it like this. So I was talking about Transamerica's coming with a rider, free rider. I think it's the best tool with the largest, funeral planning concierge service in the country. Um, this is a concierge service. It's including all the policies. It's no additional premium costs. You could call up this service if somebody were to pass away. A beneficiary can call and it will handle the funeral for them. Okay, at that time of need, pick up the body, the remains of the body, or at the hospital. The next of kin can sign off. The funeral home can sign off on it and take the remains to the funeral home. So we get into all of that, but without all that hassle and stress, they could just call Everest and they can handle everything for them. Okay. And this is how the process works. You sign a consent, you receive a welcome notification via email. Okay. You can log in, you can complete your legal documents and your wishes. There's a cloud service in there. You can upload pictures, all your final wishes and everything. You can look at different funerals that they have out there, price shop. Okay, right now. And basically, you can't lock in a cost, but you could pretty much pick out what type of service they want. They can add that inside their back office in their Everest. So you kind of know what funeral home they want to go to and what type of service they want. That's pretty cool. I think that's really good. Everest will call up Transamerica to expedite claims or do the claims process to get their funeral home paid. Everest then, will finalize arrangements with the funeral home, and then you also have some continuous care, some care grief or grief services as well on top of it. So what you will get 24/7, 365-day, advisory assistant. That means you could call somebody for Everest concierge service. You also have access to the will prep. I was telling you guys about that. That's the will, living will, power of attorney. Tenzing is the actual cloud-based storing. So you can store pictures and legal documents and everything that beneficiary can log into and get that information. And then there's a price finder also inside of that service as well. So they can make a decision currently on what type of service they want, type of funeral home they want. So you get logged that into your Everest back office and account. So that should take care of their actual final wishes. It takes care of their will, living will, power of attorney, which is a great marketing tool that you can use. You can order all this material in the back office. You can call, Althea, Scott, or Chris. I ordered some actually tablecloths, and I ordered some trinkets and some giveaways, which you call premiums. Get some of them, set up a table event. You can get some Everest flyers, brochures and stuff, or you can come to the office and get them, put them on a table, tell clients, hey, did you do a will, living will, power of attorney? Let me just check and do a benefits checkup on your life insurance policy. Make sure it's not graded, predatory, it's not guaranteed issue or something like that, where you might be able to get first day, something you didn't buy in the mail over the phone. And you can evaluate what they currently have, because most people, especially in low-income areas, they pretty much don't know what they have. So this is the time where you can educate them, show them, call up the competition or something. I wouldn't even call it competition. I would call up the other carrier, expose it, show the client you have their best interests. We're going through an MIB first. You got to really explain that going through initial underwriting MIB is a protection mechanism just in case of a death in 2 years. Pretty much if you go through the MIB and they make a decision, that pretty much that claim is going to be paid unless it's fraud, So, and that's what you want. I mean, you're buying life insurance for claims to be paid if something were to happen to you, you know, based on your health or based on accident. You're not buying life insurance like most other captive carriers. They're clean sheeting them in. And what that means is that they're just throwing in applications. They could check off any boxes. The carrier is not looking at it. The client believes they have first day coverage. They don't educate them on first day and grade it. You know that because they know graded costs more and it's a 2-year wait. So most clients would just reject it. We can give them first day for these conditions that they couldn't give to them first day. They might say, oh, we can approve anyone, any health condition. That's not true. What you tell them is that they can get coverage, but coverage is not first day coverage. You don't have any coverage currently. You're awaiting coverage for 2 years. And they don't tell them that. They'll just say, oh, you can get same day coverage. You can get coverage today. And I'm like, that's not true. You need to tell the truth. And a lot of rookies, greenies, they go out there and they tell them that. So that's not cool. Also, what I like with Transamerica, look at this, Althea, look at this, Kevin, everybody. There's some other riders that comes along with this, okay? If they're terminally ill, which is what I really like that, because if they are terminally ill and, you know, the doctor says this client may not have much longer to live, you could get that money now. Some people want that. There's a nursing home benefit, okay, for nursing facilities. You might need that money now. Accelerated death benefit, which is great. A lot of people like that. And that's what I was talking about. Chronic critical. And you could add that as well. That's no cost. These 2 riders up here, they're no cost. The other riders, excuse me, let me see. They didn't go over them, but there's children, grandchildren riders as well, and accidental. Accidental is a few pennies. It just doubles. It doubles the amount of death benefit, which is pretty cool, right? So I've been selling this product or trans for years. Again, they had some hiccups in 2017 all the way up until 2023. They got their self together, went through 2 CEOs, and they really want to jump back into the final expense space and dominate it like they used to back when we were writing this thing in 2013, 14, 15, 16. We were dominating this product because of the ease of underwriting. But now that we got more to point of sale, back then we were doing paper apps, you know, and now that seems like a Betamax or VHS, right? It's kind of like outdated. Nobody does paper. So we're doing this here now. And that's the brochure, guys. That's the consumer brochure. I have some more. This is the agent guide. Remember, we're talking about, everyone can see this, right? Can everyone see the agent guide?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I emailed this out to everyone, okay, but you can order this. All right. It talks about the instance of decision. It talks about everything. But you want to kind of go through this so you kind of know what's going on as far as the health conditions go. Gives the other riders, it should put the other riders in here. Yeah, accidental death, rider, Florida. It's going through everything. We just went through it. All right, here we go. Now understand, if it says select, what does that mean? Just to tell everybody. I mean, we ain't going back to grade school, but select means they get coverage. They're approved. You guys got that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. But if it's graded, 2-year wait. All right. But typically we would know that ahead of time, you know, because we're putting it in and they will let us know if it's select or graded. Okay. So let's go through some of the conditions. Look at these conditions right here, guys. Okay. They might say ever, and then the decision will say decline or not. So we already know autism and dementia is just a no. That's just a no, just for every carrier. So if somebody say I can get you covered, you have autism, you know, like no, you can't. It's 2-year wait. Okay. Some carriers will just decline you, and some carriers are just a 2-year wait. All right, but look at these conditions, guys. You guys see select, bipolar, select. Okay. You see cancer in here, 4 years free to get select. All right. Circulatory disorder, select. And guys, these prices are insane. We see congestive heart failure, we see cognitive disorder, COPD, emphysema, chronic bronchitis, select, okay, coronary artery disease. I'm shocked they got Crohn's disease that they can give first day. Depression, dementia, we went through that. No. All right. You guys see everything else here. Diabetes. Here when we talked about this, CJ, with insulin. See that? This is from 18 to 85, right?
Bill, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Rochelle.
What about cancer?
Let's go back up. You see cancer right here? Sorry, it says sample on here. Cancer, excluding the basal cell. 4 years. 4 years free. Last treatment. So I would do
Right.
like I would do. No, you don't have circa yet. A lot of you guys don't have
Said
circa.
4 years before they have to be in remission for 4 years.
Yeah, last treatment 4 years. Yeah, they
Last
have to be in
treatment.
remission. Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
At least it's not the traditional 5. But I know if you had circa life, you could do, if they just had it one time after a year, you can get it first day. Anyway, that's another topic. We do that. We're brokers here, so we can talk about those things. Defibrillator, decline. All right. I know where you could get first aid for that. We'll talk off that. Down syndrome, decline. So people ask about that because we're dealing from 18 to 85. All right. But I'm just shocked. Diabetes, diabetic coma. You still get it. All right. Look at this. Epilepsy. You believe this? You get first day. Whoa. Okay.
Is cancer, is that a 2-year wait or just straight decline?
That's
Cancer,
a straight decline. If it's never treated or within 2 years, it's straight decline.
I think it said 2 to 4 years is graded.
Yeah, 2 to 4 is great.
Okay, so it's graded for 2 years. Okay, thank you.
For 2 years. Graded, we get a little bit less commission too, I believe. So, but we're actually getting more commission to write this, by the way. We're going to get into that. I just want to get into some of these things. Look at the felony charges. Within 2 years, decline. After 2 years, first day. HIV is always the decline with most of these companies. All right. Heart attack. Within 12 months, select. Wow. They actually get coverage. Heart disease, select coverage. Hepatitis B and C. I catch clients with that too. Coverage.
Good morning, Bill.
Now look at
Question.
dialysis. Look at dialysis. See kidney failure right here? Y'all see this? Kidney dialysis within 12 months. Just got it. It's graded. After 12 months of having it, first day. They don't
Bill,
want
can
people
you
that's
hear
just going on dialysis. Yes, I can hear you.
How is it for a stroke? How many years after a stroke?
We're getting down to it. It's the S is in the S. So we're going alphabetical order. But we're getting down to the stroke. Yep, we get to it. I got you, Dawn.
Gotcha. All right.
So I just wanted to get through the dialysis because a lot of people look at that in kidney failure. If it's after 12 months, it's first day. Okay, because most of the times, if I was like, how long you had kidney failure? 2 years, 3 years. Well, I've been on dialysis for a year. Okay, great. You get first day coverage. Lupus, that's a lot of declines too. First day. Now I'm shocked they said liver failure to give them graded. That was first day. Use the other products. Some of them you got to look at the other agent guidelines. You give them first day. Use the immediate solutions.
So Bill, do you remember
Mental
that client
retardation.
we signed up at 39 that had kidney issues?
Yeah, how long she had she been on dialysis for?
I don't remember if she was on dialysis or not. I just know that she had lupus. I remember she had kidney issues. And she was
got
always
first day. with Circa though. I gave her that product that first day.
Right. But would this be a better product for her?
We can look at the price when it comes out. It probably would be, because she probably could get more coverage.
Got you.
She definitely can get more coverage, but I found that
Well, she
Seeker's,
got 25,000
Right.
for what, 50
But she's
59?
39. I could do the quotes now
Right.
on at least on the standard and see what it would be. She might make out better here, and she'll get funeral planning and some riders with it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think like that.
And then that way it will leave some to her son versus it not being able to get to her son.
Yep. Go ahead, Althea. I'm sorry, you said something?
I was just saying that I had done some price comparisons with Sika, and I found them to be less expensive in a couple of cases with the other
Okay.
product, the other final expense.
We're using, that's why we do both. I write both. We were just talking about the client we put in Sika. So that's why we do both. They're just not contracting people right now. People can't get contracted with them. So, you know, that's the problem. They only wanted a certain amount of agents. That's what it looks like, because they still haven't opened it up. They said at the end of May they were going to open up and start contracting. And they stopped it. So, all right. So mental retardation, yes, that's great. So they have kids, you know, in a home and they have mental retardation. You can give them a policy first day. I don't know what's considered memory loss, but don't tell them you got that. Mental health disorder resulting in inpatient treatment. You've been 302'd, I guess. It's got to be that. It has to be that. It's no other way. Mental incapacity decline. Okay. All right. So, and also, what I like about trainings, when I was talking to the executive vice president, he told me that person had Parkinson's and COPD, insulin diabetes, and still get standard. Okay, then they can have a bunch of different, conditions, and they can still get it. So don't let that discourage you. All right, we're just going through it. Now, here's the big one: organ transplant. They said straight decline. I know a Seeker, you could get them a graded policy, but it's straight decline. So oxygen after 12 months, if they've been on oxygen after 12 months, they can get a policy. Got that? Multiple driving offenses, they can get a policy. I didn't see that. That's new for me seeing that too.
Wow.
Because you can't get no term, not getting term. If somebody said, oh, I got some DUIs and stuff on, don't stop, just stop. Don't do term. As so many agents, they always want to do term. And I'm like, did you ask the client got any driving issues? Yeah, they had 2 DUIs. I'm like, what? No. Just forget it.
They have DWIs down here a little further down too.
Oh, we're gonna get into that. Okay.
Within 2 years, it's graded. After 2 years, it's select. So it also depends on what the multiple offenses are, I guess.
Right. Oh, yeah. So we got to talk about that. Oh, they ain't slow. They're catching up. They're catching up. Even on final expense, they're catching up. All right. Parkinson's disease. Remember we just talked about that? First day. All
That's
right.
in Parkinson's disease's first day.
Yeah. Now, pending tests. Remember, I'm about to go to the hospital, has some pending tests, hospitalized, medical diagnosis or test results. After 6 months, they still can get it. That's pretty good to know.
That is good. Because usually it's an automatic decline if they're pending anything.
Yeah. Now, here's what's crazy, because they still don't cover sickle cell. That's just, I don't know why so many companies just don't cover that, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm talking about first day. They straight decline. They ain't even give them graded for that. I'm still shocked. You give them Parkinson's, you give them first day, but you won't give sickle cell. All right, so respiratory disease.
No, let me not say that.
I think it's because of the medications that are associated with sickle cell treatment.
Maybe. Seizures you see on here, first day. All right, schizophrenia, first day. Rheumatoid arthritis, first day.
But I wonder, how bad the seizures have to, be, or not be, I should say.
And even if it's stroke, it doesn't matter if it's TIA or CVA type of stroke, it's still first day. Within 12 months, or after 12 months. So if they had a stroke, period, they get coverage.
That is crazy.
Yep. So you get from this is from 18 to 85 up to 50K whole life.
Oh,
okay, with funeral plan.
I couldn't get a client because his stroke was within literally what 3 years or 2 years. It was within, so
Exactly.
he couldn't get first day. So he was like, "Nah, that's okay."
Look at trans term though; they still have like how many years? We could get into the term side because I did a guy who had a stroke, but it was a couple years ago. But he got coverage. They only rated him one time. He ain't care.
This was definitely within the last 2 years. Definitely. Because the guy's still like half of his body is, you could see that he's still affected with it. He doesn't have full range movement.
He was taking medication still for it?
I'm pretty sure he is taking medications. I'm pretty sure. But it says here it don't even matter.
It don't even matter. I was going to say he could get the whole life. The term is just too difficult. I wouldn't put myself into, if people want to do that, because clients tell them, I want a term for 10. And you know, if they all beat up, you know, just call and do a risk assessment at least. You know, like do yourself a favor. Don't just sign them up for a term expecting that, oh, Bill was taking a long time for it to pay out. I said, yeah, because they're asking for all types of tests. You put yourself in that predicament. You didn't do a financial needs analysis. You didn't do a medical needs analysis enough to know to not waste your time. You know, me, I'm a veteran agent. I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to ask. Let me see the prescriptions if I'm at the home. You know, oh, this is for stroke. This is for this. Oh, yeah, you qualify for 50K. You know, that's it. You qualify.
Bill, do you think you would do a training on the underwriting for term and IUL?
Yeah, all I'm gonna do is look at the book. It's the same thing we're doing here.
Okay.
But I'll do it, put it up on there, but we go just do the underwriting book and we'll look at it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm interested in that too. And my stroke was 7 years ago. So
But the one you can still get coverage.
okay.
Yep. So all right, so let's keep going. So suicide. I'm shocked they even put within 2 years. Like we already know you can't get you know. So anyway, after 2 years, I'm just shocked they just put within 2 years. Like, don't kill yourself within 2 years. You might be a decline.
So Bill, I have a question. So I have two guys that reached out to me. They want the infinite banking policy. So they want an IUL. They were both declined. One was declined because he lost his driver's license for drinking, and the other one was declined because he was in jail 2 years ago. 2 years. I want to say yes, been about 2 years. So is there a product? I know they didn't want the final expense. This one guy, he doesn't have any children, any kids. He just has a sister, but he wants to, to do something where he can get the cash value after about 13 months and then start, overfund it and all that. So is there a product that Trans has that would actually cover them?
I would do a risk assessment. I'll give you the underwriting number. Do a risk assessment on that. They'll tell him straight up what he qualifies for trans, period. Even though they have very liberal underwriting, it all depends. I'm just going to say that. It depends. So they could get tied up in a ton of underwriting too. But if you give it to them all up front, how long, when, what, they'll tell them. This way you don't waste your time. But then you could be honest and transparent with them. I'm gonna tell you just what happened yesterday, right? I had a client. His father called me. He was a 39-year-old guy. He got prostate cancer. Okay. He has prostate now at 39. So he's getting chemo, or about to get chemo, everything. And the dad, when I was in the office yesterday and Laura was there, the dad calls up another agent of mine's that referred me to this client. Like, oh, I'm shopping around for other products. I'm like, I just told you your son is he's guaranteed issue. He's not going to get any coverage. Okay. I did the underwriting. I already know, like, and I'm wanting to tell, clients this, like I would tell those young clients you talk about too, Rochelle. I would tell them, look, it's because of all these incidences. You want the Rolls Royce of life insurance. We want that. We want it too. If you can't get it, put it on a child. You got a son or you got a daughter, get them an IUL. You own the cash. You own the policy. That cash could be yours. Okay. So you have the benefit of the cash value. You just won't have the benefit of the life insurance. That's what I would do. And as far as that guy for prostate cancer, no, he wants to go shopping. So he's going to get declined somewhere or something. He probably got something in the mail over the phone. We're going to find something. I quoted him 10, 15. I put it, Circle Life. You can get up to, guaranteed issue because he's 39. And he still want to shop. I'm like, okay, well, go shop. Might be a chargeback anyway. I don't even want the business. But that happens. Yeah, people want things, they're not qualified at the same time. That's why I plan and ask questions. I become the first field underwriter, and then I call underwriting to get it. And sometimes I let the clients hear it. Hold on, you just told me all that. Let me call up and do a risk assessment, and let me have the carrier tell you. And I'm saying most carriers, especially for IUL, they want them healthy. Period. They want the
Bill,
weight right. They want them healthy.
Bill, do you use or have a standardized risk assessment checklist?
I have this one pamphlet that does for term IUL based on condition. It tells you what it would be. I'm gonna send that to y'all. It's in Trans back office. We want to go in the back office. We want to look for it, but it's something I have back there, guys, that will show this to you. I was in the office yesterday. I was showing it. It's like a flip book, but it'll say stroke. This is what you qualify for as term. These are riders you won't qualify for, and it'll be rated one more time, like something like that. It says that.
You had the pamphlet in the office?
Yeah.
All right.
But I can email it to you too, because I got it. I ordered it in the back office from Trans, because we were about to go in the back office now in a second. So then you see a built weight chart, and it's very liberal too. Okay. Height and weight. I'm going to go down. All right, let's go down. The quote tool. It hasn't been added to the portal. I don't know if it's the same quote tool that we currently have now. Again, this is a new product, so I don't know. All right. The cool thing about this product is that you guys will be paid more commission. So if you was at, I just say 100%, they will bump you up another 15% to write this. The reason for that is because there's instant underwriting. It's instant. There's nobody looking at these policies. Okay. It's AI looking at the policies, and based on your MIB that they're pulling this through, that's how they're getting it. So let's go through some of the competitors. Remember we talked about competitors? Competitor comparison at a glance. I love looking at this right here because we have Mutual of Omaha right here, because everybody's like, oh, right, Mutual all day. Mutual is very conservative, Been with them a long time too. They always been very conservative company. Great prices, but very conservative. They use a table 4. So they want the kind of like very healthy clients, but you get what you pay for. If you're healthy, your prices are cheaper. But if you look at this starts from 45 to 85, and most of it graded, is up to 80. Sometimes you do random telephones, is it instant decision? Yes. They have e-delivery? No. Rate class options? No. There's no rate class, there. And if you look at Trans Express, you're going to see that there's different select. I told you guys they have the select, they have standard over here for Mutual. Okay. Because most of the time select means that they're like preferred, the pricing. Okay. They're right in there. We scroll down, you see the riders that it comes with. Okay. Credit card payments, Mutual, you can't, but you do have it with us. Companions we're paying with Social Security Direct Express. Yes, Mutual doesn't have it. And I showed you guys the other carriers. Look at this, Foresters. This is a big one, Foresters. Very good for debt elimination, life insurance strategy, Advantage Plus 2. Very good for that, if you know how to do that right. CVS, which is Aetna, IA America, they're not really here. We're in Pennsylvania. We don't really see that company. America, we do see that. All right. But they can't compete with Trans. They can't compete with a multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company that's been in business over 100+ years. They have the liquid assets to do this. Anyway, look at these conditions, right? Select. Remember we went over select? And here's like the basic hardcore conditions: angina, COPD, diabetes with neuropathy, heart attack. Approved, standard, first day. Look over here at Mutual, graded. Look where Forrester's graded. Some standard, some preferred, and then it's some standard. CVS is all, looks like they're approving a little bit more. It's IA America's return of premium and everything. America just not even available. And then some of this is on the Eagle Premier. And if we look at the prices, guys. Look at the prices. So they didn't give what age this client is, which kind of sucks because I would like to know the age of this client. Let me see, is this up here? Nah, they didn't give the age of the client. I should call them on there. Like, you guys made a mistake. You should give an age of a client here. So the age and date of a client.
65-year-old female.
I mean, I would have to look at my quote tool. Where did you see that at? You saw that somewhere?
Yeah, that blue bar. Go down a little bit.
Yeah, and the blue stripe.
And that blue stripe across
Oh,
the screen.
I'm blind as a bat. Sorry about that.
That's all right. we'll still approve you, even if you're blind as a bat.
Right. So I know you're blind as you still get approval. So
$15,000.
if we look at the price,
hilarious.
and this is great commissions, because if you was at 100%, you would be paid 115% commission off of this deal. So $75. So let's do the math on that. Come on, guys, let's do some math here. Everybody know how to do math, right? Let's look at what's the payout. So 75, let's just say $75 times 12, $900 annual premium, right? Times 115% equal $1,000 times 0.75, which is 9 months, $76 commission paid to you. Guess when? The next day. Oh, when you get instantly approved, it pays right out.
Hallelujah.
The draft date can be 30 days from now. Now, look, I don't really want that to get out there like that. On YouTube, some of this stuff is going to have to be checked. And I'm like, are you sure? Scott, I'm always checking with the executive. Oh, what are you doing? You're going to do that. We're going to be paid on approval. What? I said, oh my God, when this comes out, it's going to be over. It's me, the #1 selling product. No one's selling anything else no more than we selling this all day. Instant approval, 10 minutes. So basically what I'm saying is that you're going to be paid in 10 minutes. Not right away, but probably the next day or the day after. So was that accurate? Was that calculation accurate? I guess I do them so much. $75, $900 a year times 115 times 9 months, which is 0.75. It's pretty good at math, right? All right. So look at this. So we got them a cheaper price. I beat their graded products. If they had any of these competitors right here, I crushed them, right? And did their service, got a first day coverage and no clean sheeting. It went through an MIB. So the client actually got an approval from underwriting. So they did that check. Of course, if they were to die in the first 2 years, then they would, go back to the MIB and pull medical records just to check in checks and balances. They would do it. And then Everest would just go ahead and negotiate that funeral home that they put on there. There's a will, living will, power of attorney on there. I mean, the client just got everything. Why would they change? Who's coming behind me? Why would they lose their Everest policy? No, I'm asking the question. Why would they cancel this? Give me an example. Why? They got the best price. They got first day select, right? All these health conditions. They may have all this graded or return of premium over here with these other competitors. We're paid great, paid right away. How do you lose? Explain to me. Come on, guys. Explain to me. How do we lose? Where do I find this at? If you log into your Transamerica,
Can't really lose, Bill, on this product unless you're not educating your client properly to help them understand the benefits of your product. But it's a no-brainer if you're educating your client properly. It's truly a no-brainer. So as long as you're educating your proper and that you're
Yeah.
taking.
That's because I could show you commissions because we get paid on Sundays too.
Shut up.
See, you on here, so I could show it, right? Gave me permission, right? So you did a couple of policies. You did one July 10th,
My agent
right?
did
Everybody
one.
see this? Oh, they can't see it because of this. Oh, I should have just. Anyway, it's $1,000, and then you got paid on the 14th, another like $900. Can't see it.
Bill,
You know?
I'm about to pull out my switch. Are you showing them her check?
Yeah, she already she
Bill,
sent it
for
to me.
real?
Yeah,
No.
CJ, I can't hear you.
No, Bill.
Okay, it's okay because I was showing him as an example. I use that as a recruiting tool.
That's
One of
the
the
point.
things I show agents, new potential agents or agents to try to come on board, like we're paying out quicker. I got paid in 4 days. That was the reason why Bill is using that as an example. I got paid on the 10th, and then I got paid Sunday night on the 14th. And I got paid today, an override off of my agent that got paid today. So they pay quick.
And they pay every day. I'm trying
That's
to say,
what I
even
was just
overrides.
example, just saying like
They
go to
He
work.
stepped in to save you.
We got good overrides. We got good commission rates over here. So all I say is, hey, go take care of your clients.
Educate them, take care of them. So I'm showing you guys the page when you log into your back office, and we could do trainings and stuff. We have our own, I have my own concierge unit. Okay. So you guys can call Chris or Jason. They'll do commission issues, contract issues, problems. So that there's solutions, troubleshooting, back office training, policy design, case design, for illustrations, for IULs. I know how to do them, but I prefer them to do it because sometimes it's just easier for me to call them and just tell them the whole ropes and say, all right, look, I got a client that has this, that. We want to increase their death benefit, or the client wants more cash values than death benefit. So let's do this. Let's up it in a couple of years, more payments in there. And they'll just do the case design for you. We have a whole team, guys. I don't have to call general underwriting or use their general services. I have my own select team, guys. I've been with them so long. I have my own unit. Inside Transamerica, they just train you they'll train you for an hour, right, Althea? They'll sit there and just train you for an hour and a half.
Yes, they will.
Just train you. So, but anyway, this is the brochures, okay? I went to what? Final Expense Express, right? Pennsylvania. And I could go to flyers and brochures. I don't need everything. All right. So if we scroll down, you see the original Final Expense products, right? Boom, look, Express, comparison flyer. You could download it. It's going over the plans like we just kind of went over, okay? And oh, yeah, that's right. Citizenship. They can have a green card, they can get it too. All right, Rochelle, she left anyway. Rochelle, she's writing, so she's fine. All right. So look at this. You guys can go back here and check this out. We want to order brochures, right? Althea, everybody, right? For this new product right here.
Yes.
50. Yeah, let's do it. Add to the cart. Can you go back there and order some of this stuff for your clients for table events and everything? Yes. Here's the agent, guide that we just went over.
Is the tablecloth in this section?
You got to call Scott. Scott can get you the tablecloth or Chris and them. There's no place that they have a shop or a store for embroidery. You actually got to call them and they have it in their budget. They'll send it to you. They send
And shirts as well?
Yeah, I ordered a medium shirt yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna call Chris.
Yep. So put it in the email. Tell them your size and everything. Say, can you please put in CC Scott on it and then order your shirt. Put your address on there to order you one.
Perfect, thank you.
Trinket stuff to give away too. I like this Everest flyer right here, guys. This is the prospecting flyer for Everest. Okay, it talks about how that product works as an add-on rider. This is great because I downloaded this. I have it in the office. I'm sorry it says sample, guys. If you order them, it won't say this. If you download it, it won't say this. But if you review it, it says sample. But if you download it, understand the difference? Make sure you download it, okay? Download. Because I know you'll be printing them out. Then you'll be printing them out, and it's going to say that. Now, look, see? Doesn't say it, right? All right. So I forgot I'm pretty good on IT, too. Figure it out. All right. 24/7, we talked about advisory planning. You call up, okay, and an advocate will talk to them on the phone and guide them through the whole funeral planning, aspect. So the beneficiary doesn't have to be shocked or call us up or, because I would just refer them back over to Everest anyway to handle everything. Okay, at need family support, because that's what's needed, at needed services. So at need right now, because they didn't lock it in, so it wasn't a pre-need, so it becomes an at need. At need means at the time, at needed now, if you understand funeral planning. And that's for everyone else out there too. I am a funeral planner. It's what I do, pre-needs and stuff like that. Yes. So we understand A to Z for funeral planning and pre-need insurance. It's a whole life policy to keep up with the inflationary of yearly cost of services at funeral homes. So we kind of lock in those rates because they go up at least 1% a year. All right. But if you have enough life insurance coverage, and they're helping you negotiate, and they can't negotiate already fixed costs that they already publicly have out there. The Federal Trade Commission handles all of displacements, the funeral industry in general. So whatever they have in their general price list, that's what they call it, or casket price list, they have that too. They have to abide by that price, or Everest knows that they can just drop ship a casket and they can get it from Costco, and the federal government tells them they have to accept it. Now some states they can't make a profit off a casket, so you don't have to worry about that. Like in Florida and other places, we get in a funeral plan another time, guys, because that's probably a good training for that. But they will help assist them with that. Okay, gather everything together, negotiate funeral prices with local funeral homes, and again, we have those online planning, services too. 10 key decisions, my wishes, personal profile, where do you want to have your funeral at, what type of funeral you want to have, everything else is back there for that beneficiary. Price finders, they have a proprietary database of detailed funeral home price comparisons, okay, and it's also on demand on their website. And then will prep, I told you guys about what? Healthcare directives, okay, that's a living will while you're living, that's a living healthcare directive, pull the plug, yes or no. Power of attorney, which is needed, and then you want to create a will, which is a last will and testament. That's to name the executor of the estate or contingents from there, guys. So you guys know how to do that. You save, print it out, sign it, get a notary to sign it or witness to sign it as well. Okay, and then look at this. See this, Althea? I could put actually my name, phone number, office information, okay, and leave this for clients. Pretty cool, huh?
And then you would just get it printed out.
Yeah, print it out at the office. It could be in black and white. Because right now it looks like trends, you can't
Customize your
yeah,
order.
all you could do is download it. Remember this competitive edge flyer? I like this one right here too. And it's a shame you can't order 50 in color from them. I probably can. I probably could just send this over to Chris or somebody and say, hey, can you make, get them to do that, Can you make 50 of these for me? Sure. So this is going over, highlighted the Final Express Solutions page. Digital application, instant decision on every case. Okay, application to e-delivery as fast as 10 minutes. Integrated pre-qualification tool can help save time. That means that they're just compiling their data that you already put in to every page. Okay. Convenient payment, they can pay with cards, which I don't recommend. Don't do it. I'm actually going to look at that too. When you guys are writing apps on daily basis, when this product comes out, I'm checking everything every day. I'm looking at every payment method. If I see credit card, debit cards, nope, we're not doing that. We're just not. Social Security Direct Express, I love you for that. Stays on the books, all right? Or a checking and savings. But all these credit card, debit cards, no, we're not doing that. Don't take no advances off of that. I hope they don't even advance off of that. We got to shut that down some type of way. Expiring cards or cancel cards for fraud are usually updated automatically to maintain payment. I have no clue what that means. Opportunity to upsell. If approved, we will inform you that the insurer qualifies for more coverage. Yes. So once they get approved, it's like a side, what's it called again? A scale bar. You can move from left to right. So you can say 10,000, it'll show the price, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's what they do. And because you're already approved, so you select how much coverage you want, and then you just put in your payment method. You guys got that? They can select how much coverage they want. Well, you're selecting it because you're doing it for the client. So how much do you want? You probably know, you probably already quoted them, but no, but they can do that. Competitive commissions to pay out, EFT. Of course, they pay out EFT. We get paid direct by the carrier guys, not by some agency. Okay. That's very big. And then also, and no additional premium to get the Everest, at that time. And then you can look at the competitors. So if you got somebody that may have mutual, they might be on graded or something like that, all you have to do is re-educate them, okay, about the difference of the two, First Day and graded. And again, a lot of these other carriers out here, I would say just training. I would call those captive carriers out there. They're just training wheels. That's it. Recruiting mills out there. That's just clean sheeting because they don't know any better. They're just trying to get paid and go in the office. They're managers, I can't believe that. Manager's office for a title. You're an MGA. Way to go. Who cares? I'm still at 50% commission, 60% commission. What does that mean? And there's so many people above you. You're never going to go up in commission. It's so many floors above you can never go up. At least over here with me, you could go up. You hit the right qualifications, move up. And we went through this page already right here. So guys, we got 10 minutes left. Any questions for me? I kind of went over everything. You guys have any questions for me? Or how did I do?
You did good, Bill.
I'm going to have to, do you have a replay?
Yeah.
Because I was 3 minutes late, so I missed the beginning. And then
I just introduced. That's all, just an introduction. But I'll resend it to you. I'll put it on YouTube.
Awesome training. Like you're on fire.
So is this training for what we pre-talked about, or as selling it ourselves, or just as coverage for ourselves?
Well, this is to sell. So this webinar right here is to sell it. This is for agents to sell it. Hopefully you get your license and you can sell it. Get your life insurance license, you can sell it. But yes, you can get this product yourself too. Okay. So if everything else you don't qualify for because of certain health conditions or anything, then this might be the product that you can get until you get yourself together, come back to the table, get yourself a term or IUL based on those qualifications. Again, you want the Rolls Royce of life insurance, you got to get either yourself together or you put it on a kid, okay, that you're taking care of or something like that. You can get the IUL, just put it on a child. You can't get it based on health condition and you want it for the financial, then just put it on a child. I tell people to do that all the time. Put it on a child. So it's okay.
So
death benefits, with another policy.
how long does it take to get the license?
To get the license? I'll send you, it's like $30 to take the course. And it's up to you. It's a state test. You could take it online. Now, I had to take it 20 years ago. I had to go inside King of Prussia somewhere, go take my license. I failed that thing like 3-4 times. And next thing you know, I'm training 1,000+ agents, okay? So it happens like that, if it's something you want to do. But I took it, I think I graduated and then I still was working at the Marriott. And I started with health insurance first. And a guy that plays the drums right now for Garbage, he actually trained me on it. But I was selling health insurance first. No, I was a debit agent with AIG, and I was knocking on doors in Kensington. Won't happen now. Definitely won't happen. That was before the zombies were there. There was still zombies there, but it wasn't like that, you know? It wasn't the land of the zombies. But
I have to decide because between I'm already running 2.5 businesses. I have to see if I have enough time in my schedule, and I'm in college, so I have to see if that's gonna.
that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. You're right. Well, again, it's something part-time. It's not for everyone. I mean, everyone on here is licensed. So, you know, they're doing table events, kind of like what you're doing. The best conversation is a warm lead. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to be a lead junkie. And I'm sitting there like, everything you do is cold and you got to knock on doors, you got to drive far. Those are like 3 knockouts. I could do you know how many I have a table event every single week that I'm doing. I have one, they had the Philly Fest coming up. 2,000 people are going to be there. Let's pay $300 for a table. It's like the Naval Yard. And I'm like, oh, great. You know, you set up a table, you got a little tent, you got little giveaways, raffle a TV off. Oh, trust me, 2,000 people, I get about 60, 70, 80 leads. They fill out a survey. See, that's all training. That's what we teach. A lot of people don't want to do that. Like, I'm paying $30, $50 for leads. I'm like, for what? I just got 60 of them today. You know, I'm gonna cherry pick all of them, of course. I'm gonna pick the ones who have no insurance first, the ones I know they wrote on my survey that they have some competitor, something they bought in the mail over the phone. And I'm gonna go in there and I'm looking right at trends. Okay. And if they able to walk to that table, they ain't bedridden. They ain't that sick. I ain't like, you know, in that heat, they able to walk up to that table. You can get, if you breathing and you can walk to the table and fill out a clipboard, you healthy enough to get a policy.
Bill, you a mess.
I'm telling the truth. Been doing this too long. And people are saying, I don't have any money. I don't have no money, man.
Yes, they do.
People got money, they just spend it on what they choose to.
What they want to spend on it.
Yup. And that's fine. But just do the right thing. Out of doing that, just get a policy, something you can afford. I always do something you can afford, something not what I'm looking for. Go ahead, Laura.
No, I was just saying exactly. Something that they can afford. Very important. Don't oversell them.
They get a will. You think I can't put this material out on the table and say, hey, did you got a will, living will, power of attorney? No. Okay, you get you one for free. You just got to become a client with me. And we'll just give them a Transamerica policy. And I'll show them how to do the Everest, you know, plan right on their phone. Oh, you got a phone, right? Okay, yeah, as soon as I get this confirmation code after we fill out this application, we're going to log in. I'm going to show you how to do it. Why are they canceling? They're going to have buyer's remorse? Really? Right here, it tells them if they cancel, they won't have Everest. I'm telling you that. I read it. So sell them on the hooks, sell them on the terminal illness rider that comes with it. Maybe, you know, you can insure up to 9 children or grandchildren with Transamerica. 9.
So are there any like books or courses that I could like study from before I take that?
Yeah, I'll text you over the course. I said I got a course with a promotional code so you can get your license. Add it to your notary business.
Yeah,
that's a good business. You got a notary business, and now you can help people get wills, live wills, and power of attorneys at no cost.
I do that. I do that all day, but I also
That's excellent.
I'm partnered with a paralegal, and she does my living wills and stuff.
What?
That's nice. That's real nice.
They call me. I have her do the living wills, healthcare directives, and what else is in a power of attorney. And like she meets with them twice. One to get, you know, in person to see everything, if who they want to leave it to, who is left, what they actually need, and then the second time I meet up with them, and that's when I notarize it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's excellent. We can do that.
We only got a minute left. I just want to say this. Hey, look, guys, whoever's out there watching this, you know, we could go through more of this. We can go through trainings, we can do stuff like that. But if you need to get contracted, because most people are going to say, I already have a Transamerica writing number. Great. You can have multiple writing numbers. There's a form you fill out. I can send it to you. You get another writing number. We can give you a better contract level, potentially, okay? If you're green, talk to us, you know. If you're with a captive carrier, there's no more non-compete starting in September, guys. Please stop it with that. Well, I'm gonna get in trouble. You're not gonna get in trouble. There's no more non-compete in September. All right, they're dead. Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah.
Rule. Look it up.
Yep.
Educate yourself. Okay, I didn't make up the rules. I'm not the federal government. They did. They said no more non-compete. Am I right? Dawn know this. You know, it's no more non-competes in September. It's done. It's done. That's it.
Yeah.
So you could join us. Get a better contract, get some training from our academy. It's about the training too, because sometimes it's not always about the contract. It's like, I need to know how to write this thing. I need somebody who has a lot of experience. I need to be around vets. You know, the best training you could get is a vet. Now, I'm not a rookie. And most of you guys on here too, that are licensed, you guys are not rookies either. So, you know, you have vets, you could cross-sell Medicare too. We do a lot of that. So if you're a Medicare agent, all I want to write is Medicare. All the stuff that's coming out, please, that federal rule, it's just on hold right now. That's because it's an election. Okay? Let the election get finished and then rule. Right back. Okay?
Send me that info. Thank you. Sorry I was late.
Yeah, so I'll send that to you. We'll send out the YouTube to everyone. Guys, if you're on YouTube, please, you can email me at billfegginsacademy@gmail. Okay? Or you can go to retireeduconnect.com and you could just put something into the chat box or something, or send us an email. You can go there too. I'll get the email as well. So you guys can get contracted. Maybe you want to do retirement planning, 403Bs, 407Bs, and you want great contracts because you're getting ripped off or paid by an agency. You're in some non-compete. And you're not keeping your wealth. I'm going to do a whole podcast of not to go to talk bad about the captive side or the side that says you're not captive, but it's just like to give my own why I wouldn't do it based on a contract. Why? It's based on contractual agreements. It's almost like in the music industry, it's called like a 360 contract. They own you. I don't want somebody to own me and do all this sweat equity and I have nothing to show for it because some manager doesn't like you anymore. They term you, the carrier goes along with it. They take all your renewals. You're not vested day one. You know, you're paid by the agency or you're paid by a carrier, but you can't buy leads outside the carrier. You're like, wait a second, I thought I was here to write life insurance. What do you mean I have to purchase your leads and go buy your leads? Am I independent or not? You know, see, a lot of greenies don't ask these questions because it's like, shut up, don't ask these questions, okay?
They don't know to ask them. They don't know to ask them.
They're going to know today. It's going to be my Cat Williams.
For
insurance, they're going to get a Cat Williams podcast and we going to open up the can. Okay, y'all going to get it, and I'm gonna tell you to call up your life insurance company, not your manager. Your manager is going to finesse you. You're going to call the carrier, call contracting. I'm gonna tell you exactly what bullets to say, and you're going to come back and you're going to sit there and consciously in your third eye, you're going to think and say, you know what? If I keep putting this energy in to keep making my manager rich, by the way, and the guy's all the way above. See, one last thing: if you was given a territory, a state, because people don't believe that. There's no, we don't cap you here. There's nothing captive. If you give an amateur a territory, let's say a couple of states, okay, Pennsylvania or Jersey, and you say all the agents have to come under you, that person will be a millionaire, period. The person could be an idiot and they can still make money because all the overrides are going to go up to that one individual, him or her. If you give them a territory, if you do not have a territory, you will not reach that ceiling. Period. So you're like, oh, I want to chase after the guy that's on top. He's been given territories. There's no more territories anymore. So now you're just in some override leg, and you can't probably move up because this person has a manager, and then this person has a manager, and this person has a manager. So you're at 60%, 70%. You're never going to move up. Oh no, they have floors. They tell us they could give us. I know people, and CJ already told me, that have been doing this a long time and heavy hitters, and they got 100% contract. I'm like, oh, wait a second. How you get what? That's horrible. For all the stuff you had, you got 100%. Oh God. Anyway, we're going to do some podcasts and stuff about that. That's going to be really fun, actually. But again, if you guys are watching this for the first time, you have more questions, you want to talk to me directly, you can go to retireeduconnect.com. Okay, look at us. You can go to Divine Insurance Group, on YouTube. put that in the Divine Insurance Group. We have a whole page. You can watch our grassroots training. You know, I mean, I'm knocking on doors. I'm going inside funeral homes, guys. I'm doing a whole lot of stuff that you see me out in the field. So if you're looking for that field type of training, you that field agent, and you want more independency, you want to own your own book of business that we keep talking about. You know, you want to grow. You want to know where to buy leads at, that they're fresh, they're not recycled. Who wants to knock on the door and somebody already sold you one product that you can only sell? And they'll tell you, oh, broker means broke. I'm not broke. None of people here are broke. You know, it's just that we don't praise it. We don't have to, you know, if you need that on Facebook, I want to be praised every sale I make. Hey, where you at? You know, because what's going to happen is we're going to come right behind you. And you see this right here? You see these numbers? And your product, you know, it's no MIB and it costs more. I'm gonna tell you something. These clients are not dumb. We will replace them for $5 at a time of high inflation. We could save them $1 and give them more coverage and funeral planning. You will be replaced, and mad about that too. I'm calling up the president. How you replace me? Yeah, I gave the client a better deal. What are you talking about? It's better. It's America. Welcome to competition. Why would they not do that? You know, if I can give them $10,000 more for the same price in first day with funeral planning, or I can lower it $20 a month, or I can give them first day and you had graded, they're going to change. So you lose, we win, we help the client out, and this was best for the client. So that's your competition. So that's going to be big. Thanks a lot, guys. You know, we'll catch you again. The next training, we'll probably do something next week or something, or start some trainings up. But you got to get contracted. Send you the contracts. I'll email them out to you. Get with Trans. There's a whole bunch of portfolio products on there. We can get more into advanced training as well. And, you know, have a great day, guys. Stay safe, stay cool.
All right.
Again.
Bill, you did an awesome job. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Hey,
Definitely.
So much,
Alfreda.
Zach.
Hey,
Hi, Miss
Laura.
Natalie. Good to hear you.
Love seeing you and hearing
Love
you.
seeing you too. Look,
All right.
I didn't show my face today because I'm sick. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You know, I don't say that.
I love that we interact with each other, because
Yes.
that's what's keeping it real, very transparent on here, that we're all like family. And even though we're
Yeah.
brokers and we're all
Yeah,
independent, we're business
Hi,
owners.
Miss Laura.
Hey, honey.
I
How
don't.
you
I,
doing?
I miss you. I've been up to the office and I never see you. I always ask Bill about you, but I'm coming up Thursday.
Okay.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you tomorrow.
I'm disoriented. I've been in the.
I'm coming through.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow
Okay.
then.
Okay.
All right, bye,
girl.
Miss Natalie.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Nat. See you, Nat. Hey, Nat.
All right, guys, call me if you need me anything. You know,
All
Dawn, talking, and I'll send that over to you, Dawn, and we'll be talking, and I'll see you guys at the next one.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, guys.
Bill.
All right, bye-bye.